special person coming up here. Again, this is about them. And we do have a valedictorian address today from our academic award winner. We'd like to invite up Hannah Wheatley.
September 4th, 2001. A day I can say for every grade 7 in attendance this morning is a day we will never forget. Our first day of kindergarten. Good morning, students, staff, and parents. I'm Hannah Wheatley, and I'm speaking on behalf of the Holly grade 7 class of 2009. Holly is easily one of the greatest experiences that any of us could dream of. We have made so many friends, and I can honestly say we're not your typical school because we don't hold grudges and we don't tolerate bullies. We've been together for so long that we're like a big family of brothers and sisters. The wonderful staff at Holly has been so great. They've thrown something in every single year to keep us happy and learning. Some of the highlights are, in grade 3, we visited the Burnaby Village Museum. Do you grade 3s remember that? We dressed up as if it was the early 1900s and we went to a small town with a school to build like it was also made that year. In grade 5, we took a ferry to Victoria and went to the Titanic exhibit. Grade 7s, do you remember if you lived? And we learned all about the legislative buildings. And who can forget the marvelous school-wide fame of our trip at grade 6 to Evans Lake? We stayed in camp for 3 straight days without driving the teachers insane, well maybe just a little, and that was a big accomplishment for some of us. We learned all about nature and got tips on how to swim in freezing cold water. We were the first class ever to jump in and feel the chill, and we did it with such great enthusiasm that by the end, no one was breathing properly. We also had some talented musical guests, our very own Mrs. Frazier, and the parents of 2 grade 7 students. The singing was so good that even a tiny mouse joined the audience to express what it too would do if it had $1 million. Evans Lake was definitely one of the high points for all of us. Another event every grade 7 student loved was the iMovies and iMovie Awards. We had the opportunity to use the Mac computers and create a short video with a message such as reading or eating healthy. We then voted and decided what awards our movies and actors could win. We also had an awards event and presented the winners with certificates. We dressed up as if it was the real Academy Awards and had a blast. Skiing and snowboarding was also a big highlight. Whether you knew how to or not, we all got the opportunity to pick up down Cypress Mountain. That was a blast for 4 Tuesdays in January. And just last week, we grade 7s took a trip bowling and swimming for a day with lunch at the spaghetti factory. That's one more thing to look forward to for future grade 7s. And lastly, to wrap up our year, we had a dance. The effort that went into it was phenomenal, and I can honestly say that everyone there enjoyed themselves. Even a couple of particular grade 7 teachers and a principal who were rocking so hard that you couldn't tell them apart from the other students. Hey look, they're blushing. Wow, Holly has been such an inspiring school. It's hard to believe that in a number of minutes, it'll be over for us sitting up here. From day 1, we've been taught so many subjects, the principal ones, such as math and science, but also the fun ones. They throw those in there so we won't have too many dropouts. Well, it looks like it worked, because we're all still here. We've learned everything, from the intense dance of hip-hop to the beautiful sound of the xylophone, with a guitar lesson strung somewhere in between. We also went on field trips that were just for fun, such as skating or swimming. Holly's really taught us that learning can be fun and that a non-educational reward can be thrown in somewhere too. Usually, while making a speech, someone would talk about the ups and downs of an experience. That's impossible for me to do though, because for us, Holly has only had ups. Some of the grade 7 students here at Holly have been fortunate enough to attend the school for our entire 8-year curriculum, while others have been smart and lucky enough to join us partway through. Maybe those students didn't capture the whole ride, but the years they did spend here were, without a doubt, amazing. I have been fortunate to have been here from day 1, and I've enjoyed every second of it. On the first day of school in 2001, Ms. Jarvis welcomed us into her inspirational classroom with open arms and a heart ready to teach. Just a couple of years ago, a great sadness filled the school when she passed away. But when we think her name, we summon the effort to do our best in everything and take another step. We will miss her, but never forget her. students in future years will be able to enjoy the wonderful reading corner in the library that was donated by the Barbara Jarvis Foundation. I'd like to say thank you to all of the teachers and staff here at Holly for making this experience the best we could have asked for. Even the teachers that some of us haven't had the privilege to learn from deserve thanks, because they are helping other students grow every step of the way, ensuring everyone's education is the best possible. Also, thank you to the Holly parents who have given their time and expertise on so many different occasions. A few things I would like to say to the grade 6s. Yes, you guys sitting on the benches. How does that feel? Pretty darn amazing, huh? But don't mix yourselves up for grade 7s. You still have about an hour to wait before you earn that title. Well, here's some advice for the upcoming year. Hand in your homework, preferably on time. I promise you that it isn't too difficult and you will lose marks if you don't hand it in, so be sure to get it done. Also, behave. That's a big one. The teachers will laugh at you, nicely of course, to an extent. But if you cross the line, make sure your after-school schedule is cleared for detention because it will be coming your way. Lastly, and this may sound odd, but don't go to the front of the classroom and start dancing when the teacher isn't in the room. She will walk in when you least expect it, and no matter how hard you make the class laugh, it's not worth it to have to do your little jig down to the principal's office. Good luck to every Holly student, future, past, and present. I hope you follow your dreams and work hard. And of course, to the 2009 Holly grads. The 2009 Holly transitions. We were often pestered about how we aren't getting diplomas, so we aren't actually graduating. We're simply transitioning from one school to the next. Anyway, good luck to every 2009 Holly grade 7. It's been one of the best years ever, and I surely hope that everyone achieves their goals in high school, while still having the best of times. Don't worry, we're all moving on. We all passed. Oh, and don't forget, we all must commit to stay friends. June 25th, 2009. We've changed, we've grown, we've made friends, and most importantly, we found out who we are as individuals. We've developed great knowledge, and we've had an unforgettable time here at Holly Elementary. But the same rule applies to this day as it did for the day in September 2001, on our first day of kindergarten. We will never forget our last day of grade 7, our last day here at Holly, today. Thank you, and I wish good luck to everyone in high school. See you in September.
Okay, kindergartners, you have a job. You've been waiting for this.